All right.
Time to restart the intro.
Yeah, that was totally all planned for me to be completely and utterly quiet. Shut up. Morgram, a vast and diverse continent with more biomes than any human can count on one's fingers. For centuries, it has been left untouched by the outside world, blooming forth many races of native life that have flourished here. Give or take strife between the races and natural predation, things have overall gone well for the inhabitants of Morgram. However, this land was not destined to remain at such relative peace. In the last 150 years, knowledge of the continent's existence has spread among foreign nations. Sorania, Rosatus, Napo, and Brosh have all sent scouts and eager colonizers to this land, seeking to expand their kingdom's reach and harvest the bountiful natural resources Morgram possesses. With these foreign bodies establishing their settlements along the coastlines of Morgram, the local populace finds itself under attack for their very existences. Savage and heathen, thrown left and right by the four nations, clearing out and driving extinct numerous tribes, colonies, and families of native Morgram life to make way for their own homes. But our party has had yet to encounter much of the invading powers of Morgram. Today, we zoom into the beginning of our session, a swamp region about 130 kilometers inland of Morgram. And as I was saying before but couldn't be heard, we are going to go in order of the voice chat that we are in on the server here. Starting with Asch. I want you to quickly introduce your character, your class, and a brief snippet about your backstory.
Hold on, I think my... Oh, God.
You're good. We can hear you.
Okay, because the thing got stuck. Hold on. Okay. Hello, everybody. I am Asch the Kobold. I am from the Valkyrio clan from the west. But at Accordance age, I was cast out to the light. I am a wizard. I am here for adventure. I'm done.
Yes. Next, we would have our probably most unique party member, Chaise Long, played by Magnificat. Oh yeah, I forgot to ask, Asch, your what you usually go by out of roleplay, like your username on the internet or your pseudonym or whatever. I think you've recently changed it to be Asch the Kobold, funnily enough.
Yeah, I did that because I was being harassed constantly.
Lovely. That's no fun.
But continue.
But, yeah, Magnifical is playing Chaise Long. I would like you to introduce your character, a brief snippet of their background, and their class, and what you're doing here.
Yeah, so, time to... For many years, I have spent my life luring away intrepid heroes into my trap, trying to seduce them with a nice sit-down, only to devour them ravenously. But then, one day, I happened upon a victim who carried with him a tome containing images of chairs of magnificent beauty. And since then, I have made it my mission to seek out this beauty. For it is I, Chaise Long. So,
Extremely French sounding good.
yeah, so just, yeah, I think people already know me. I am Magnifical. I am the animator for Unlucky Rolls. I am also the animator for the Warham's animated campaign, so... And now I am here as a chair mimic. Oh yeah, a chair mimic fighter.
Yeah, you're the fighter of the party. It's actually a little bit hard to see on the overlay, but behind Asch is Chaise Long holding a sword, which is pretty fucking good. Alright, next would be our lovely Morasmus.
Give me 1 second, I have to mute a server. There we are. Hello there, dearest chaps. My name is Morasmus Goop, but my friends and, well, intrepid enemies sometimes call me Morasmus. I am a well, quite gelatinous fellow who is our party's sorcerer. Now, how I ended up this way? Well, let's just say that a fellow of unique properties happened to stumble upon, take a nap in my lair, and I decided to have a bit of a snack. Afterwards, I've gained a quite interesting prowess of speech and magnificent taste. So, I hope to continue along my journeys and, enjoy my life to the most.
Excellent, excellent. Thank you very much for that introduction there. And last but definitely not least would be our lovely goblin fellow.
Hello, they call me Runt. I'm a local goblin down from the swamp. I am a druid, and here with me is my frog companion Gobbles, because he likes to just gobble up everything I have. And I am Penguin. On socials, it's JT Grimsley, and on everything else, it's Penguin Vagabond.
Excellent. Now, we have gotten you all to introduce yourselves, and we come into this scene as all of you have found yourselves in relatively the same area. There is one who you may not see on the map. There's a reason for that, but you will find out later on. But for now, Runt and Gobbles have ventured out you're about like 5 to 10 kilometers out. So you've been on quite a hike to gather resources for your colony. Runt regularly works with the goblin villages. You live in the village of Frogbelt. And this is a small tribal village of goblins who worship the frog god, a primordial being of the local area who is said to persist and exist throughout all of his amphibious children. His or her, they don't really care, and they argue about it a lot, actually. But you have a lovely frog companion, and it is seen as basically blasphemy to harm frogs in any way, shape, or form. They are basically idolized as a species. But you have come out here to gather supplies for the town's local shaman, which you are like basically apprenticing to in a greater or lesser fashion. You help out getting food and resources, but she has you out here gathering certain wild herbs and things to make remedies for wounds that might befall the hunters of the tribe. And you've gone out quite a ways because obviously the areas like immediately around your town have mostly been stripped bare, but you definitely need to get more of this stuff. And as you come out, it's been a good while. It is later in the evening, actually, as you have finally decided to sit down and take a rest next to a tree, alongside Gobbles, your lovely companion. Asch, meanwhile, up in the northwest of this map for everyone who's watching, is just arriving in this region. He has been on a very long hike, and somehow has avoided the various hazards on his way out this way. For he has come many kilometers, actually, in search of adventure. You have gotten word of a strange magical artifact that exists somewhere near here. Thing is, you don't know what the heck it does or if it's even useful, but you're after it anyway. So because it's something to do, basically. And so you've come along here alongside little Tommy. You're covered in muck and goop at this point. Isn't it a lovely time?
Hey, Tommy, come on. There's an artifact around here. We gotta find it quick. Man, you said it, boss.
God damn it. I did not expect this. Yeah, we're still doing character intros at the moment.
Sorry, I had to do it.
No, you're fine. This is why
like a talking. I made a talking version of Little Tommy, but I was told familiars don't get a talking version of it.
The reason for the talking versions is actually this overlay we have on the OBS setup right now. And since Asch is going to be playing Asch and not Tommy, I don't have really a need for them to pop up on the screen whenever they're talking. They do exist, though. Tommy gets to do his thing.
No, it's very simple, you see. You're hearing the inner monologue in my head through a psionic connection.
Yeah, we'll go with that. And finally, of the ones that we have visible, is a inconspicuous yet randomly set up circle of chairs that seems to look like, I don't know, like some intervention or like Alcoholics Anonymous session. Set up randomly in the middle of the bog.
Oh God, these are my relatives who are berating me for choosing the path of beauty.
Okay, Chaise, we told you about this, honey. You gotta stop looking like this, you know? You can't look like what you see in the book.
But you don't understand, mon mère. This is what I am now. This is not a phase.
This is
Stop being in your face. You gotta come back to us, sweetie.
This is a lovely little monologue of what Chaise is imagining as she talks to these 5 inanimate chairs that are not mimics, actually.
Sweetie, please stop being like this. Join us. Come back to the family.
Yeah,
You do
basically.
not understand, mon mère. I need to do this. I need to seek out the wider world and see better things, greater things.
Yes.
But think about your mental health on Granny. She's gonna be devastated.
I just love this inner fucking monologue already going on.
I would literally just jumped on this for fun.
Oh my god. Alright, yes, so you are all here in this swamp. One of you is unaccounted for in a very specific way. They know exactly what's going on. That would be Morasmus, who we haven't seen yet on the map, but, we, have this lovely little encounter, probably about to occur as... Runt, I would like you to make a, perception check for me. Or, I've been running so many campaigns that I can't remember whether it's perception or detection or whatnot, but yeah, it's perception.
I understand what you meant, but yeah, it's perception.
We're back to 3.5 kind of things, not low fantasy gaming kind of stuff. Okay, yeah, you're well aware of what's going on. I would say for the first actual roll of the campaign, an 18 with a plus 10 is pretty fucking solid.
Wisdom,
that is disgusting.
Wisdom is his highest modifier.
Oh goddamn!
That's what runs off perception.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, so, Runt, as you're lying next to this tree, originally it seems like you're taking a nap, but you are used to the swamp, and you know that this place is inhospitable if you do not pay enough attention. Mm-hmm. Letting your guard down for a moment could result in your death. Probably eaten by a giant leech or something, you have no idea. But you're definitely keeping an ear out, and you overhear in the distance this conversation between Asch and their familiar, who you have never met before. All the way over there, a strange, reptilian figure, as far as you can tell, walking alongside a small mammal that you've never seen.
Come on, Tommy. We gotta go across the log.
And you should be able to move your own tokens around, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong, Asch?
Yeah, I can move it around.
Alright. And you also notice, for the first time, because you weren't really paying attention to this kind of thing, and they all aren't moving at all, some random chairs set up. That's weird.
Well, without really moving from my my spot, assuming haven't been detected, in which case I'm going to hide.
All right. So you're going to stealth up. I would like you to roll an appropriate check. Asch, would you roll a perception for me of your own?
Quick question. I know this sounds stupid, but I do not know how to do that.
Yeah.
Click your character sheet.
You didn't teach me how to do this on Roll20.
So yeah, click
you
your
will
character
learn.
sheet.
Okay, I'm here.
And just click the appropriate skill.
What do you need me to check? Perception.
It's on the right side, perception. Scroll down until you see it and click the name itself.
Perception. Okay.
Wow, you match. All right. I am
Solid.
going to make an early calling here that opposed checks like this go in the favor of the defender if it's even. So in this
fair.
case, the defender, quote unquote, would be Runt, being stealthy, so you do not technically notice him.
No, I just don't smell him. The bog is masking him. I can't smell him.
I mean, he's covered in bog shit all the time. So, and so are you, actually, from wading through it for so long. So yeah, you definitely can't smell very
Hey,
well.
boss, I think you need a bath. Hey, what are you speaking of, mate? You also need a bath yourself. Hey, don't talk to me, boss. Don't you be snappy with me.
I'm
Lovely.
going to look down here. Hey, what y'all doing down here? And while still hiding, just speak out like I'm in the woods.
Man,
Trying to sort of-
boss?
You're trying to sort of
I
make
don't
it
know.
project or something?
I am shouting, but still in my spot.
Yeah, you're still quite a distance away. That would, like, be whispering at that distance. I don't
you
think
are
I
about-
would be able to hear you.
How far away are you about? You are about, oh, this is not set up right.
Oh, it's
Where is
not.
it?
Yeah, 160 feet. Yeah, totally can't hear you.
Oh, it's set for Pathfinder setup, which actually Pathfinder 1E doesn't do like D&D 5e diagonals kind of stuff. So yeah, you are actually about 160 feet away from each other.
Yeah, my math's correct. I wouldn't be able to hear you, correct?
Yeah, just about.
And so I just said,
you can hear this like echoing sound in the distance, like, hey. Just like barely audible. Like you could, if you squint your eyes and perk up your ears, you can make out what he's saying. But it's right now. It just sounds like a distant-
saying? Shut up, Tommy. Let me hear. That's your cue to repeat.
Are you deaf or something? I said, what you doing in the swamp, boy?
Could you hear that? I swear something is speaking to us. I know, boss. Man, it could be just the wind. Tommy, I don't think the wind says boy. Man, I don't know. I'm literally your animal. You literally summoned me to this world. What the hell do I know? Oh, for God's sake, Tommy. Well, we may as well go and answer it. Who's out there?
I turned to Gobbles. The fuck did he just say, boy? I can't hear him.
God, it's Tommy. I think the wind shut up for once. Yeah, better the merrier. At least it's the last voices in my head.
Alright, at this point, I think Runt is going to motion for Gobbles to come over and he's going to get on the saddle. Alright, Gobbles, let's go. Let's go make sure he ain't going to do nothing wrong. And he's going to...
So, hey,
Exit.
boss. So, I heard this frame, right? On our roads, right? We heard about this stuff, right? In like the woods and such, with the camps where these humans and such are walking around, talking and stuff. It's strange that you know the language. Takes a lot to know one, Tommy. But, like, that doesn't answer my question, Ash. How did you, like, know it? Don't want to know. It's something that I don't want to bring up. But I'm your familiar. You're meant to talk to me about these things. No, I don't. But come on, you need to talk, boss. Shut it, Tommy. We'll talk about this later. Let's first find where that voice is coming from. Right. There's a log up ahead. Let's go that way.
Hi, you proceed along a little bit, walking along this log here. I would like you to, as you go across this log, roll basically just an acrobatics check for me to see how well you balance across it.
Oh, yeah, hold
So
on.
that
let me
would be
move
another
back a
skill
little
on
bit.
your check sheet.
Acrobatics. Oh, that's the top. Oh, dear.
Yeah.
This is going to go well.
Wow, you actually did pretty all right. Yeah,
Oh!
you are surprisingly well at balancing across these logs. You must have been crossing so many of them throughout the bog that you've sort of gotten used to it.
Hey, boss, you got a pretty good grip on those toes of yours. Tommy, they're claws to begin with, and two, I'm denting them straight into the wood. So physically, if the log turns, my head will go under. All right, you speak the devil, boss.
Ah, lovely. Yeah, you get closer to one another, and even in this dim lighting of the late evening, you can start to make out each other's basic forms off in the distance.
Not really,
And-
because I'm pushing away.
Ah. Oh yeah, line of sight stuff on these for some reason?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm getting line of sight off that.
I don't have line of sight on this thing. Oh. I can see him.
I can't.
Faintly.
I can't see past this bush.
Oh, your vision, maybe?
There's no dynamic
No,
lighting.
I'm light vision. I can see in the light.
Low
Well,
light
let's just work
vision.
with it. Let's just work with it.
Well, I mean, once I get to about there, and if I can
Oh, yeah,
see
now
your
I see it.
figure, once I see your figure, I'm going, that's far enough, and I'll take my staff out, and at the
Hey,
tip of
boss.
it, I'll cast light to illuminate the area.
Right,
All right.
boss. I've got one more log up ahead, but what the hell is that over there?
Alright, whereabouts are you casting this light spell?
It's going to be at the tip of my quarterstaff.
Alright, so it's like right
Which
on
is
top
the-
of you.
Yeah, basically where the eye is in the staff, that's going to be what's lit up.
Cool.
So do you have any stats for how like large of an area it is?
I can do something even better. 20-foot radius from my point, and then another 20 of dim light.
20 20-foot radius
20 foot.
from the point touched, increasing the light level for an additional 20 feet by one step. Alright, so dim light a further 20 feet. Beyond that, let me set that up for you.
If I'm correct, that should be like halfway across the log.
Dim light
Yeah.
to right here.
Yeah, I was correct. Halfway across the log. Also, when I was talking about the what the hell was that, I was referring to the chairs.
Fair reason to say what the hell. But yeah,
I
now
don't
we
know,
can
Tommy.
see what it's like.
But I don't know, Tommy. But the thing that would cause my concern is that sudden bright light over there behind the bush. Hello over there. I assume there's someone there that can audibly talk?
I don't know, you telling me?
Greetings. I assume you're not bringing any ill will or harm.
Why are you in the swamp?
Oh, merely passing by. Looking for adventure, really.
What's adventure?
The fact of going somewhere and experiencing the unknown and the thrills of danger.
Alright,
Firsthand.
pardon me just a moment. Runt, would you do me a perception check?
Another one. Gotcha.
Don't roll a 0.
I mean,
Yeah. We will assume that, as you are going here, you start up a light, and just to your left, you can see a, strange bit of formal wear sticking out of the bog just to your left.
so unless it's an immediate danger, Runt is going to be taking a note of his surroundings, unless it's an active threat, and he'll choose to acknowledge it whenever it feels right.
Alrighty.
Hello over there. Have you dropped dead?
No, just thinking.
Alright. Well, I would like to pass this log if you don't mind.
Be careful.
I'm
That's what
aware.
it's all about. The swamp
I've
ain't the
seen-
safest place.
Well, yeah, I've seen the huge leeches. God, they're horrifying.
That ain't the worst of it.
Really? What else is here?
You don't want to know.
Well, I would be a little intrigued because I'm also writing a bestiary. Must document all these creatures, you know. Someone's got to keep an eye. Right, I've passed the log. Hello, good sir. Asch the Kobold.
What you see
Aish.
is
Would you, roll a perception check for me as well, now
Oh,
that
yeah,
you're
my
over
fault.
here?
My apologies, hold on. Perception's at the top. No, wait. No, that
It's
I
about
press
midway
acrobatics.
through.
I was when I press acrobatics. There you go.
Yeah, you actually do notice it. That's good enough for it. You also notice this strange bit of formal wear popping out of the swamp nearby, just to your south over here.
Hey, boss, what the hell is that poking out of the water? Good sir, what was your name again? Runt, wasn't it?
I ain't give you my name, but yeah.
I thought I heard you say Runt. Could be my insanity speaking. I've been lonely for so long. I've only had this little thing talking to me for ages, and it's driving me mad. Hey, shut up, boss. Shut it yourself. But do you notice that thing in the water there?
He'll look over and I guess he'll see what exactly?
So
it looks
you
like
turn
some sort of
to go over to the water, and it looks like a top hat popping up. Otherwise, it is hard to notice much else abnormal.
That's probably where someone died.
Oh, well, that's very charming.
That's a
do you at
swamp
least-
for you.
Yeah, that's true. Swamps are dangerous places. Would you at least want to fish the body out and, bury it? Be a little formal and polite.
Nah, be rude.
Well, where I come from, it's more polite to bury them.
Nah, where I come from, it's fine.
Well, I'll have to document this. Interesting. I've never come across your people.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
What the fuck?
What the hell?
As rising from the top hat, you see a sort of gelatinous figure, in a sense. And it's strange because most gelatinous things you've seen, of course, don't seem to be sporting a monocle and, a mustache. Excuse me there, chap. I'm trying to enjoy the sauna.
A sauna? You realize this stuff is like minus 20 Celsius, right?
Oh. Well, that explains why there's no heat. Anyways, what are you two chaps doing?
We are conversing, and then we noticed you sitting over there.
Well, I don't mean to interrupt your conversation. If you wish to continue, by all means.
Wait a minute. So you're not a dead body?
Oh, no. I'm a goop.
What the fuck is a goop?
Runt, I think I may have heard of one of these before. I think they're called slimes. I've never seen and heard one stay in a cube form, though.
What's a goop?
I go ahead and, well, most things that walk into me, they tend to get digested. So I would recommend not getting too close. But if you need a name, the name is Morasmus.
As a demonstration, can I just pick up like a couple of bit of grass or some weed and just throw it at Goop as a demonstration to Runt?
You don't even need to, as
it's like you see a leech. I would say you see a leech like sticking on the side of his gelatinous side to start to slowly get sick.
There are just like random like some things like wandering through this area through the water, like some basic bugs and whatnot. They hit Morasmus and they dissolve,
vaporize. They just get Thanos out of
existence.
existence.
Just like one of those like water strider bugs is just like going doop and stops and doop and stops and straight into Morasmus and gone.
So, anyways, back to our conversation at hand. So, what was your name again? I didn't think the cat shit over there by the frog.
Oh, me? I can't call me Runt. This here Gobbles.
Oh, well, if I'm correct, Gobbles is a giant toad, isn't it not?
No, he's a frog. Remember that.
Okay, I'm sorry, Runt. I'm also sorry, Mr. Gobbles. I'll do remote that. I have not seen that species before. Must write it down.
Runt will lean over to Gobbles. This guy's fucking crazy.
Morasmus at this time is going to go ahead and start squishing up and down in his movements as he makes his way opposite. He goes ahead and basically slides up a branch. He begins shaping off the slime and actually pulls out a very sporting green parasol that has died.
What?
Much better.
Wait, you down there eating bodies?
I'm gonna have to quickly disappear.
Oh no, my dearest chap, I was just enjoying the nice water. Yeah, truly refreshing. Oh, and a free snack as well.
Right. Do they call you Molasses?
Close enough, my dear friend. Morasmus, but you know what? I'm not looking to start an argument. How about you, my dear a companion?
Talking to me?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
they call me Runt down where my kin live, and this here Gobbles.
It is a pleasure to meet you, and a very fine familiar you have.
I ain't no familiar. He's a friend.
A very fine friend you have.
Yeah.
Well,
Don't leave anything you don't want eating around him. He eat it real quick. Real quick, like.
very
That's why he
good.
called Gobbles.
Very good. As you're gonna go ahead and begin to notice upon looking as Morasmus, as he's covered in the slime and bog and stuff like that. He seems to almostly, well, with your high enough perception, you would see that he magically starts to become clean. Because like all the sticks and stuff like that seem to vanish from him. The more he goes ahead and stands there staring, making a rather nice looking impression. Fancy, if you will.
You one of them
He
clean
dry
folk.
cleaned his suit.
I dry clean with slime.
You one of those clean folk, huh?
Oh, well.
I need to be pure.
Morasmus and Runt just
What you say?
Excuse me?
Was that intended to be an in-character line, or was that just you shitposting? I think Magna is broken.
That's great.
No.
Oh boy.
I can't believe I killed Morasmus in the first few seconds.
Oh, good.
Dude, I wasn't expecting that. Alright. Well, Morasmus is kind of like, now his monocle, it slides from his one side facing Runt over to the other side, like looking over in this sort of direction. Just like, okay then. Whispers of the Bog.
Yeah, they do that a lot.
Alright then.
You smell funny.
How dare you? I cleaned myself. Anyways. Well, my dearest friend, I did wish to ask, what did you happen to be doing along, I'm a bit of, how you say, I suppose an adventure is, well, some of the knowledge I've picked up along the way. I'm looking for, how you say, something to do. If you
That's the second time I've heard that word today. I'm sitting here getting plants.
Oh. Mind if I assist you in such?
You gonna eat them?
Oh, no. Watch this. As Morasmus, he goes ahead and I would like to imagine that he just begins jiggling violently as all of a sudden it seems to be a spectral pan comes out of him and begins picking up like a flower.
Don't pick that up, no! Oh, you've done it now.
What is wrong? I thought you wanted a plant.
No, that one's bad. See the colors?
Oh, I see it now. I apologize. I'll go ahead and dispose of it as he drops it in the bog.
You drop it in the bog, something comes along, eats it, seems to choke and drowns.
Ooh, and then Morasmus picks it up with his mage hand and engulfs it.
Yeah, you just gotta say.
The circle of life, I guess.
Very good.
So, what are those things beside you? I ain't seen those before.
From what I can recall, they appear to be called chairs.
What?
They're a sort of suspicious bunch. Apparently, the two-legged folk, such as yourself, use them for, well, resting.
Runt and his entire culture know of chairs only as sitting stumps.
Yeah, just a wide variety of stumps. No, ain't look like no stumps.
Well, I suppose stumps would do too, but yes, manufactured for comfort. And, well, yes. Actually, speaking of comfort, I'm going to go take a seat. As Morasmus begins sliding over.
He just consumes the chair.
He's looking at all the chairs. Do you like spend some time deciding which one looks the comfiest or something?
He's gonna go to the first one right here. Basically, just going ahead and just as I'm imagining it's like the cube flips upwards onto the chair and just as the slime kind of like drips onto it.
That's better. I forgot to give your token vision for some reason. What the hell? You were like semi-translucent for everyone, which, to be fair, you're a gelatinous goop, so it works sort of.
Would you wish to join me in comfort, my dear, tiny friend?
Oh, I'm good. I got here gobbles. I'll have gobbles. I'm able to. I am. Right. Gobbles is gonna hop across.
Alright, in the meanwhile, we're just saying that Asch is sort of getting preoccupied by documenting some of the things in the area.
He's having a little discussion with little Tommy.
Yeah, they're bickering on and off, and you sort of tune them out.
Just here, I got gobbles. He's comfy as ever.
What a very... Is he pettable? I wish to... Not with my tendrils, but with as he goes ahead and displays his mage hand, just...
Real quick, as all of this is going on, Chaise, you're observing all of this from your current position. What are the thoughts running through your head right now?
I was actually, I'm not sure if you guys picked it up, but I was actually about to say, like, I was trying to make my presence known by basically, like, how dare you besmirch, defile this, my father like this?
Oh, good heavens, the chair's alive!
I'm sorry, I heard something. Oh, wait, where's everyone gone? Hey, boss, they went across the tree.
Did we want to go with this? Chaise
she has said that in character.
Yes, I'm under the delusion that these chairs are my family, and that I am in this conflict of venturing forth to find the better chairs.
Honey, who are your new friends? You better not be leaving us, sweetie.
Why are you sitting where my father is? My father's face shall not be defiled by your gelatinous form.
There's a strange goopy form on me! Get it off!
You tell me these things are families?
This is all in Chase's head. All completely in Chase's head.
Yeah.
It's like she's going mad in there.
Oh, no, honey! No! Get him off, Chaise! Get him off your father!
I pull out my sword.
Okay, I apologize, madam. I'm going to
the sword.
Gelatinous just begins slowly backing away, like with
my crossbow,
with two mage hands raised up in like the sort of easy definitive.
Be grateful. I am of the merciful sort, and I pull my sword back. Because right now I'm having a very important conversation with my family.
And I want everyone to just like, you all look at this, and she's like looking at all the other chairs around her, and there's complete and utter silence save for like the natural sounds of the bog, and then Chaise just says something.
Well then, don't mean to interrupt then. Apologies.
No, it is all right, because I think this conversation needed to be stopped because it was getting awkward as it is. I have made my decision, mother, father. I need to go forth. I need to go forth.
But honey, you're safer here with us.
It is... Listen, I have seen beauty, true beauty, and it is not here. I must seek it out. The only way to achieve great beauty is to venture forth into the unknown. If not, we will be forever stagnant and decay into ugliness. And the only way we escape from ugliness is to escape into the unknown.
And with that, would everyone roll me another perception check?
Okay, honey, but remember to write and don't go out like your grandpa.
I will not forget you, Mother. I will honor your memory.
Honey, do you have anything to say?
Morasmus is a little too terrified right now from the chair.
Honey, do you have anything to say to our daughter?
So,
wait, hold on. Is Chaise a male or a female?
So, do you travel in packs?
That is a good question.
You make Chaise sound like a raptor.
I mean, there's a gaggle of chairs here, so...
Goddamn. They do travel in packs.
God,
Alright, we need one last perception check from Chaise herself.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Oh, wait, no.
Perception
I said Chaise, not Asch.
I was confused.
Okay, I have to see where perception is.
It's about midway through the skills.
Midway through the skills. Okay.
It's above perform, but below logistics.
Okay.
Linguistics, sorry.
Perception. Linguist. Here we go. Perception.
Alright, so the only person who's paying enough attention is the goblin, who has really good perception by default, it seems.
And who's
as
post
Morasmus is still way too baffled by this entire scene. Asch is a little bit perplexed, and
no,
Chaise is too...
out of the book.
Yeah, Chaise is just too engulfed in like the sound of her monologue. Yeah, but what you notice is from your southwest, off in this direction, beyond the broken and fallen limbs of this one grand tree, you hear the faint sound of rustling of water and leaves, of something or some things moving towards you.
Hearing that, I'm going to dismiss the light.
Okay.
Out there.
All right,
So as soon as he dismisses the light, Asch immediately notices something's going on and immediately starts hiring up his crossbow in preparation on what's about to go down. Sure? Or is that a no?
This is Runt's just gonna go.
This is be quiet, stay low. As
I'm just going to dismount Gobbles and hide behind the chair.
Oh shit! I forgot to add crossbow bolts into my backpack.
Morasmus, Chaise, you're noticing all of a sudden the tone of the well, it's not really a room, but it's the closest thing to it, has shifted. Any reactions from Chaise and Morasmus as this goes on?
Yeah, so I noticed the shift in the air. I must pull up my sword. This is what I warned you about, Mother.
Okay, sweetie, defend us now.
I shall defend this family.
What the fuck am I doing?
As the up and coming alpha of this pack.
God damn it. We have established the mimics as a pack mentality, okay.
Morasmus just I'm assuming Morasmus can see Runt going ahead and like taking cover, trying to stealth. Just gonna be like, my goodness, she's absolutely bonkers. As he's going to go ahead and try and stealth behind the stump.
Okay. Can I roll a perception check to see what's going on?
You already did.
Oh,
and
sorry.
you don't know yet because you rolled a total of an 8. And
can I use a magic spell?
What would you like to use?
unseen servant to go and see what the fuck's about to go down because I noticed something is going on, but I'm not fully aware on what's doing it. What's going about to happen.
Yeah, you can give that a shot if you'd like.
How do I roll for unseen servant?
You should be able to click on the name of the spell in your character sheet.
That's what just comes up. Hold on.
Yeah, there's no roll. It's just
It's a you basically just do it. It's a concentration spell, so as long as you are able to concentrate on it and nothing breaks your concentration, it's maintained for up to the 1 hour per level.
Hold on, let me
so in
just
your
quickly
case,
do
1 hour.
some- Oh shit. So I can basically do up to the tree, the lower half of the tree. That plan just fall flat. Okay, I still go with it.
All right. It was saying for distance close 25 plus 5 feet every 2 levels.
yeah. So
So it
can't
is
move
this
out
thing.
of the range. It repeats the activity. It keeps going to the spot, disappearing, and then going back to the spot, disappearing.
Mm-hmm.
I already
So you
taken
just
cover behind this
you just
chair.
have this little thing that's moving over, and you can see a little bit further away because of it. But overall, it hasn't really extended your sight radius very much. As
Okay. Does it see anything suspicious that I should be cautious of?
it doesn't see anything, but as you continue to lie low in this current situation, you are hearing the rustling of the water and the leaves getting closer, and then, pardon me, just one.
Uh-oh. I think I put the thing in the wrong place. Oh dear.
Nah, I needed to close the bedroom door.
Oh no, the greatest enemy of all, the bedroom door.
The greatest enemy of all, audio and noises going on outside the room. So you hear this rustling water and leaves coming off from the distance in the southwest. Presumably, at best, you can get an idea that it's coming from over on this little sub-island over here in the bog. As 4 human figures are very off in the distance. There are like these 4 basically dots for you right now. But as best as you can gather, they are all human. One of them has really long black hair, and Morasmus would notice vaguely off in the distance that he appears to be wearing slightly nicer clothes, more dapper apparel. He has a trident-like polearm that he's using to push aside the foliage and brush as he continues to move forward. Behind him is a yet more burly man carrying a short sword, similarly cutting things aside, showing no expression whatsoever. The rear of the group has two more. One who is a darker-skinned gentleman with chainmail hood, holding a spear, and he's heavily tattooed along both arms. Long disheveled hair and right eye covered by a cloth eye patch.
Okay.
Oh,
so
sorry.
we're-
These were two characters. Sorry, I mixed them. Darker skinned gentleman with a chainmail holding a spear, similarly doing that stuff, and the last guy is the heavily tattooed man, disheveled hair with an eye patch over his right eye made of cloth.
So
They
5
are-
people.
Four. I messed up the description. Yeah, they as a whole seem to be traversing with a sense of annoyance, minus the one guy who doesn't really seem to be showing much of an expression at all, and do not seem to be used to this environment. After a while, they get close enough that you can overhear a conversation as they approach.
That
Okay.
only one person can understand.
Ash.
Yeah,
Okay.
so only Ash will be able to... Actually, no, Morasmus, don't you have it as well?
Oh yeah, Erasmus has common, doesn't
Yeah, he has regular common as well.
Yeah, he has common.
Yeah.
No, I have also bestial common too. But yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, sorry, common.
Yeah,
just
so
normal common.
all of you, so just for everyone watching right now, the native races of Morgram have their own basic version of common that we have referred to as bestial common, and that's what everyone knows by default. By default, everyone does not actually know the common that humans and elves and dwarves and whatnot speak. Only 2 of our party members do, which would be Ash and Morasmus, aka the 2 most dapperly dressed of the party from the looks of it.
Hey, I cut myself on the log, alright? I chipped my nail. Shut up. No, not really.
Anywho, as you hear them approach, you overhear this conversation that for Runt and Chaise it sounds like but for Asch and Morasmus it sounds like so. I can't believe we had to wade through this muck for over a week just because you wanted a little snack, you absolute dipshit, Cromwell. Well, excuse me for needing to eat to live, Tommy. Besides, I ain't seen you bringing back any proper meat, was I? You two have been bickering about this same bloody thing for way too long. Can you both please just shut up? I'll bet you all I want, you fucking simpleton. I have half a mind to castrate you considering how much of our budget you chucked at the fucking brothel. Just cause you can't get any doesn't mean I shouldn't. Besides, I only use my cut of the cash, you ass. We should be quiet, guys. These swamps are filled with hostile creatures. Haven't you heard tell of the bog monsters that have been harassing Stantrum? I couldn't remotely give less of a shit about that shithole town. You sure keep bloody whining about it with all the shit you left back there. Shut up, Gerald, you absolute troglodyte. Wait, do you guys see that up ahead? Better not be another fancy flowers of yours, Tony. Is it edible? It's chairs. The hell are you blathering on about, Tony? Looks like someone set up a bloody rehab meeting out in the bog. What the hell well, goddamn, you're right. What the fuck? Who the fuck is here? Show yourselves. I haven't heard or seen nobody, but keep your guards up. No shit, Sherlock. And with that in mind, you see these forms come into vision over in the corner.
Yeah, because I got a better vision of that. I moved a little up to get a better view.
I would like you to roll a stealth on that, actually.
Yeah, good
because
point.
you are moving along.
Because I'm trying to do a little bit of stealth here. I'm trying to Metal Gear Solid this. At the bottom, stealth.
Ow. Yeah, you attempt to go along and you accidentally kick some cattail plants, which set off some noise in the area.
So I'm just doop-a-doop-a-doop, slip a little. Oh shit!
And as that happens, they perk up. It's just like, what's that?
I stay as still as I can.
One of them proceeds to pull out a lantern and hover it above their heads.
I slowly crawl back behind the blue chair. Well, try.
So the group of them, each of them is holding their weapons and whatnot. The eye patch one, ironically enough, pulls out a bow and notches an arrow and starts to aim towards your general direction as the gentleman next to him just steps in front and puts a hand on his shoulder. No, hold up. And they proceed to begin slowly walking upwards, barely out of sight.
Please let this become democracy. Please let this be
Can
democracy.
I have gobbles? I'm gonna have gobbles go into the water.
All right, you're trying to have him do it stealthily, I assume?
No, I'm gonna have him. Okay, if I can, I would have him go up here and leap into the water, drawing their attention this way.
Smart.
And then
Were you gonna say something, Morasmus, as well?
Oh, I'm gonna let him finish, but I was going to have Morasmus begin slipping back into the water back here more.
And I was going to have Runt also hit enter stealth.
As I can't swim, I'm going to try my hardest to find somewhere to hide around here. So this bush back here, over here. Hold on.
Does it look to you like one of those chairs is holding a sword?
Chaise, wasn't it? Put away your sword, goddammit!
Do you want me to roll stealth?
Yeah, for Runt roll stealth, and this frog sprints across and leaps into the water. And funnily enough, you have something else to worry about now, as Gobbles lands in the water and immediately lets out what Runt you immediately recognize as a panic croak.
Oh,
So, what
God.
Chaise is basically doing, of course, like being a mimic, is like instead of just putting away his sword, it's just like it opens up a weird sort of maw where she keeps like all of her items, and it's just.
Why are we whispering?
Chaise, you don't want to move. Stay perfectly still. There are some humans over there. Let them pass. Okay.
Yes.
Tristan?
Runt, you,
But why would we waste precious resources?
Hold up a moment, guys. Hold up a moment. So, as I was mentioning earlier, we have, our friend Gobbles over here, who leaps into the water and lets out a, startled cry as Gobbles lands right next to what seems to be some sort of giant parasitic creature that has been talked about numerous times this session already.
Wait, hold on. Wouldn't the humans hear that?
Yes.
Oh yeah, they definitely do. That was sort of the point. They notice and see this frog leap into the water and then scream in panic.
Well, since Gobbles is panicked, I will relinquish control until he feels as if he is safe enough for me to regain control.
Well,
I want to give you that feature.
Oh yeah, I was gonna do so regardless because Gobbles does not want to be blood eaten by a leech.
Well, while the Gobble's distraction is going off, would we be able to, like, sneak back here possibly into the reeds or in the water?
Would you do your stealth check for me?
With the distraction of the
I'll give you like a +5.
Okay. Let's see if it automatically gives me a plus. If not, then just
add it to whatever.
Post.
Right. So
17.
Yeah, 17, you're fine. They don't notice anything. They're too distracted by the frog who has leaped into the water and started screaming in panic.
Operation Top Hat going out.
Yeah. And the frontmost gentleman in the more dapper attire that you can not really see very well through the foliage of this tree proceeds forward up onto the tree, then pushing things aside is just like, what the hell is that?
Okay, can I quickly dart into the darkness behind that bush? As I asked.
Where exactly?
It's 25 feet. It's
25 feet. Yeah, you can make an attempt, but it will be another stealth roll.
Well, would it count with the distraction? Right, hold on.
You will also get the +5.
Right, hold on. Let me get stealth out.
Let's just hope you're not even worse somehow.
Shush! Don't curse.
Welcome to unlucky rolls. You're cursed regardless, but you managed to succeed.
A quick question.
So,
Here. Is there a bit of tuft to hide underneath the log?
You should be able to get into like some deeper and heavier, thicker foliage.
The log. Yeah, he wants to be under the log. I have something I want to do, but I will wait.
I'm basically like, whenever you guys move more than 5 feet at a time, I'm going to have you roll another stealth check just to keep it simple.
Fine. And this is with the distraction from Gobbles?
Yes, you do have the +5 from Gobbles for right now. But Runt, it gets a 12. Actually, that just barely matches it. You are good. You're lucky, son of a bitch.
Just a state of mind. I'm basically partially behind and in the bush, so I'm trying to be as stealthy as possible.
Yeah.
So you can understand what I look. Okay, go.
All right. Prestidigitation to blend in and play Vietnam. Fucking gift.
Welcome to the jungle, baby.
This ain't even the jungle. This is the swamp.
Right, hold on, let me just load my automatic crossbow.
Morasmus has seen war.
You've seen the Great War.
At this point, the gentleman that is now up on top of the rock is just like, get your asses over here!
True.
And moves up a bit more as these guys push through the foliage themselves. And the last one with the bow just sort of whips off some stuff that got stuck to it as he gets through. Doesn't seem to have the arrow just at the ready yet as he's looking aside, and they all look at Gobbles. And Gobbles is, I would like Gobbles to do a dexterity check for me to see if he can avoid this thing.
Gobbles dodge it. Come on.
You mean with check or reflex save?
We'll do a reflex save, yeah. Yeah, I would say you're just fine, as Goble's instinct is immediately to retract back to the land as this thing tries to latch onto him, but fails to do so.
Okay, question. Their attention is now over to here, correct?
Yes.
Can Runt step out of cover or step out a little bit? Can he see the lantern they have?
It is on top of this gentleman right here.
I would like to create water on the lantern to snuff the flame.
Oh, you're clever.
All right. So, what? Just put the spell in the chat for me. Create water. Within 25 feet, you're more than close enough. Up to 2 gallons of water per level. So you just douse this dude's lantern with like 2 gallons of water.
Yeah.
All right.
Totally not suspicious, just getting drenched with 2 gallons.
All of a sudden, this gentleman holding this lantern, it goes... Boop! Ah! What the fuck? He opens up the like side of the lantern thing, sees all the water, just angrily like tries to pour it out. He's now occupied with getting the water out of this and see if he can get the lantern lit again.
Oh,
Okay.
God. It's my first time hiding from humans. Shut up, boss. Gotta stay quiet.
What little gangster said that?
No, Tommy can't be heard by anyone besides Aish.
I know. Just fucking with you.
Oh, fuck off. Prick.
You will have to deal with that throughout the campaign.
Yeah, I'll have to remember that. You're just gonna be a jackass without little Tommy.
Yeah.
Chaise has now immense fucking panic because her family is in trouble now.
Okay. I want to do a little magic trick. Remember I had, buddy, what's it called? The spell that I can talk through something?
Ventriloquism?
Throw voice or... Yeah, ventriloquism.
Yeah, I'm going to cast ventriloquism on little Tommy.
Okay.
And I'm going to speak to Aish... not Aish, fuck. To Chaise very calmly and quietly.
Alright.
Can I do that?
I believe you should be able to do that. But here's the thing, and I'm sorry to cut you off here. You didn't have ventriloquism set as one of your prepared spells, Mr. Wizard.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah, you gotta prepare your spells daily.
Yeah.
Fuck. Well,
Yep.
That plan failed.
Yep, I'm sorry, that plan falls apart because...
Yeah, that's fine.
But you do have your other spells available. If you want to try and do something with those, that's up to you.
Okay.
Morasmus, let's swap back to you. What are you up to? Are you still just like slowly going through the bog?
Bow now. Bow now.
Copyright claim.
He's playing prestidigitation, like to hear like a chopper sounds, gunfire and screaming in Vietnamese. He gets an additional +5 to Splendid.
Why does this sound like? Why does this feel like a flashback to a war that never existed in this universe?
Give them a willpower check to get PTSD.
Come in, sir. Get out,
I'm looking at my spells right now. I got I have a social one, but I kind of don't want to give up my advantage of stealth right now. So
okay.
I'm gonna see what the party does next.
Question. Can I cast a low-end version of Magic Missile to break the tree?
You can
and
cast
drop
Magic
them into
Missile
the water?
on the tree, yeah.
Yeah, because I want to try and break the tree underneath him, sending him straight into the water.
Yeah, you can try that.
Okay, what do I roll?
You...
I think it's just an auto hit.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that is an auto hit.
Mm-hmm.
So, do I break the tree?
The 5 damage of force, damn.
So I am intending to collapse the tree and send him into the water, so then the lantern cannot be relit at all. It's buggered for a while. Also to disorient
you
him.
hit the tree, and with that much force, the tree is still a sturdy, like, chunk of solid wood, but you do at least knock it in such a way that they all seem to lose their balance a little bit, and I'm going to have them make reflex saves to maintain their balance and remain on it and not fall into the water. So let's see.
I bet none of them is going to fall in. I bet my entire action is just done for nothing.
Hey.
That one was really bad, so he's gonna fall in.
Okay, so I succeeded. That was horrible.
He succeeds nicely. He manages to do it. I'm giving it a DC 12, just so you know. That one fucked up too.
Good. Hey, Morasmus, do you want some free human dinner?
I think the leeches are more interested on the other side than me. Fuck yeah.
Oh yeah, only Cromwell seems to be able to hold his balance as boop, boop,
Glop.
boop. All three of these guys get knocked off of the log as it shifts violently underneath their feet and fall into the bog waters below, beginning to splash. The bog waters here aren't like supremely deep, but they are supremely thick and mucky, and it is hard to move. As right next to them, Chaise, would you do a perception check for me?
Sure. Yeah.
Chase is just like freaking out because Chase does not know what's going on.
My family is in danger, in great peril.
Just jumps into the water with a sword.
You are too preoccupied by worrying about your family to notice what emerges. But
oh no.
Yeah, you have this whole entire situation. 3 of them have dropped in. The last one is here, and he's just like, "Hey, what the fuck?" As Cromwell does as such. Let's see.
Actually, good point to make. Do any of these have magic detection?
I do have a question.
He doesn't seem to pick up on anything. He attempts to figure out where the heck the force of that blast came from. Can't figure it out for the life of him as he turns around.
I was about to say, one of them should have at least magic detection. I would have figured out. Thank God.
He pulls up the spear and is now holding it in an obviously hostile position as he continues along the log, and he proceeds to about here.
I'm under, so
Just stay calm, Runt.
actually no, I had something I wanted to do, but I'm gonna wait for him to let me see if I can.
What's going on, Runt? What do you want to try and do?
Well, these guys just fell in the water, and I know what's in these waters. I want to cast Entangle on them, preventing them from leaving.
So you're trying to get like the bog nature to
use
them.
nature to fight. Yep.
Hey.
Fight man with nature.
Good.
Cast Entangle. They need to make a DC 15 reflex or be stuck.
All right. Let me.
And I will be casting it more towards here because it's a 40-foot. It's a big radius. So I'm going to be casting it.
Actually, fair point to make. If they're being entangled and they're already in thick, mucky water, wouldn't they get a minus to that as well?
That's what I was thinking.
I will give them a disbenefit to that. Yes, I will make it a DC 17 instead, which, considering their stats, is going to be really rough.
Yeah.
So let me pull up all their character sheets and roll that. Which kind of save was it again?
Reflex.
All right, so he's got another reflex save. This is Gerald. Fails. Antonio succeeds.
Damn.
Oh dear, a 21. Oh.
He rolled a nat 1. He has a +1 to reflex save. And Thompson fails.
That was
he rolled a nat 20. No, sorry, he rolled a nat 20 and he got a +1. I'm saying the opposite. All right, so I've been used to systems where crits are ones and not 20s. So I apologize for that. That was a misspeak on my part. But yes, you see as these two Antonio looks to his left and right as these two get grappled and pulled nearly under. And, I am going to have him quite justly, roll that. He seems to hold his own, but he doesn't like the situation he's in.
He's uncomfortable.
What the fuck is this place? Actually, wait. Sorry. Antonio was actually the really quiet one. What the fuck is this place?
Okay, do you want to know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do something funny here. Have any of you seen the Sonic movie?
Yeah.
Do you know the scene where the hermit is trying to catch Sonic with traps?
Yeah, vaguely.
The Blue Devil!
Yeah, that one. Go away! I say it's Asch.
Ah, lovely. Are you trying to, like, very explicitly get their attention? Or are you just telling them to go the fuck away?
I'm telling him to go away and basically making some side off to basically make... How better if I just word this. So, it seems like 3 of you are trapped over there, and 1 of you is on the log. Now, if you want to heed and leave alive, do as we tell you. Leave and go back to where you came from, sir. Do you accept?
Who the fuck are you? Show yourself! Cromwell holds up his spear and points in the general direction of your voice.
I walk out of the bush. Right between the chairs, so you can clearly see me straight in line.
A fucking little... What the fuck is this lizard thing?
Excuse me, sir. How rude. I'm a kobold.
I don't give a shit what you are. Why the fuck do you think you can take us on?
Who said it was just me?
What?
And then I jump forth.
Do you want to leap at this guy?
Well, yeah, because Asch said I need to make like I need to. That was a cue. That was my cue. I know how to do dramatic entrances as well.
just Jesse, James, and me outfit, just straight into it.
All right. So are you going to charge this guy on the bridge and do an attack for me?
Well, because like I think I have, for the sake of theatrics, I have to basically. I mean, I have to step forth from.
I don't know why. I just thought about it in my head. When you said Chaise walks up and attacks him, right? How does Chaise exactly walk?
A chair has legs, motherfucker. I win.
It's gonna like
the style like how that chair's made. It would wobble.
Basically, a weird mockery of a dramatic entrance. Like it's like wobbling forth with her weird amorphous legs, and it's like
so awkward.
He is also with moi.
And together we are. No, not nice. That's a joke.
God damn it.
That's a joke. Don't take it seriously. It's a joke.
She grows actual human legs to walk.
That is just nightmare fuel imagery, and I would rather not, thank you.
Like the mimics from Dark Souls.
No. Do you know, the funny thing is, me and Chaise had a talk earlier. Is where she just turned into a marionette.
Yeah.
All right, you're gonna run up this guy.
Yeah, I'm gonna bum rush this guy with the sword.
Right. Yeah, as far as I'm concerned, you have a surprise attack charge here. So
cool.
go ahead and move yourself within melee range, so like adjacent to him. Probably right here would be the most logical spot.
Cool.
I'll move so that way she can.
No, run. Better idea. Stay where you are, and you'll figure it out.
He's technically under the log.
Oh yeah, sure.
So with my surprise attack, I guess I attack with my greatsword?
Yeah, if you would like.
Okay. Let's see.
You're using a greatsword?
Fuck.
What is his AC?
Now it's his surprise round, so he would probably be flat-footed because he's not expecting this.
Either way, it would have hit him. As you come up and you roll pretty much minimum damage, and this chair takes this gentleman completely by surprise, and subscribe to the channel, you degenerates. Anyway, You take him completely by surprise and lop his head off.
Oh!
Whoa! Chaise, that was not against the plan!
It is the part of the plan, and then I do a stupid thing, and then I do a nightmare fuel thing. I unhinge my jaw and gobble up the head before it drops.
So you do it Venom style.
Intimidation, damn.
So you do it Venom style.
You beat Gobbles to it.
And with this in mind, we are actually going to have to enter a form of initiative order. So let me start up that.
These two are still stuck in the bog.
Oh yeah. I mean, they have to
These
deal
two
with
are
that.
stuck in a bog. Yeah, can I walk up to like a safe?
We
distance
are
away?
actually in combat order now, so we actually have to roll initiative and go turn by turn.
Click your token before you roll initiative. It adds it automatically.
I have 9.
What button?
Initiative.
It's,
It's underneath your hit points.
In it. I think.
Yeah, what does the button look like?
It's
It's the
It's
word
it just says
initiative.
IT. It's underneath.
it's underneath hit points. In it.
in it. Hold on, I'll
In
send a
it.
screenshot.
What rude, ain't it?
Was it on my character sheet?
Yes, first
Yes.
tab. Hold on, I'll post it in Discord.
I hold on to quickly turn on my phone. And sorry for the intermission, everybody. Now, while this intermission's in play, please go down to the red button in the description and press it. It will subscribe to the channel and press the notification button. Also, leave a thumbs up to see
forget-
more of this epic content.
Don't forget to ring that bell.
I said that.
I'll ring your bell.
Ring my bell.
Give me a moment.
Oh yeah, how do I, did you roll for initiative already?
You click on your
You roll your-
token in the game and go to your character sheet. Then just
Mhm.
like how Runt showed in the stream, click the
There you go.
INIT button.
I hit a 9.
The, IN button is...
It's in the
Here,
bottom
in
left
it.
of that little screenshot. Yep.
Yes,
should-
ooh,
Ooh,
nice.
nice. I got high
Spider
initiative.
goes first.
Yeah, you actually have your turn first after your little surprise attack. As
Nice.
I think it's a given due to the fact she just ate, he or she just ate its head. I just want to say, these three in the water are probably screaming in fear.
they do not seem to like this idea.
So can I
yeah.
try to negotiate with them?
On your turn.
Okay.
It's not your turn! Wait your turn! Okay. Anyway. Chaise, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
I would love to. Once again, second verse, same as the first. Hit. I believe number. Sorry that I'm calling him number 19, but it's like. with my
yeah.
great sword.
19!
It would be Thompson. So you have to move yourself in. You have the appropriate amount of movement as written on your sheet.
Okay. Movement would be.
Speed. It's called speed, and you have 30. You have a regular 30 speed, so you can move 30 feet.
30 feet. Okay. And.
Damn, that's
that w-
fast for a chair.
So I can move over there.
Yep. That is
Cool.
on the log. Keep in mind he is below you in the water, so he is a little bit hard to reach from this position. I'm actually going to give you, like, I'm going to basically consider him in cover and give him like a arbitrary +2
Okay.
on his AC. So you can go ahead and roll your attack as usual. That will just factor into whether or not you hit him.
Cool. All right, let's do this. Oh wow.
Yeah, you swing down. You do hit him.
Damn!
He is not dead, however. But he is gravely wounded from this massive fuck off sword that came out of this strange chair thing. What the fuck is going on? Why is my life like this?
You know, funny enough, I was expecting Chaise to like turn her body into like a spherical line shape and just try to like bite it like a bloody Venus flytrap from a film. Just grab him by the head and just chomp his head off.
Yeah.
Which would have been terrifying.
You take the swing at Thompson, it is, underneath you in the dapper clothing. He takes a giant gash to the chest and does not seem to be happy, especially considering he's currently rooted by the wildlife that Runt has entangled him in. And it is now his turn.
He needs to make a strength or escape artist equal to the DC of the spell. If he wants to move at all.
DC 15. Would that be to attack as well, or?
No. If he wants to choose to attack, he can. But if he wants to move from the area, he needs those saves.
Yeah. He is currently more impressed by the fact that this thing is above him, swinging its sword at him, and his reaction is to stab at it with his weapon. So he is going to make an attack on Chaise Long with his Rancier.
Tangled condition, so that adds modifiers. Look this. Tangled. Since he's entangled, he takes a -2 on attack rolls and a -4 dexterity checks.
Alright, so would an 18 hit your AC, Chaise?
Chaise?
Chaise? Mag?
Yeah, no, it's just my
get it.
roommate is complaining.
No worries.
Sorry, I have to be quiet.
It's
So,
fine.
yeah, I'm hitting again with my greatsword.
He is taking an attack at you. I'm asking
Oh,
if...
sorry. I'm so sorry.
What's
No
your
worries.
AC?
It's all right.
Yeah, we just want to know your AC.
All right. Yeah.
AC.
AC.
Hand it
My
over.
AC. 14. It's probably going to hit
14?
me.
Yeah, it does hit. It's an 18. It hits, and it deals 9 points
9
of
damage.
damage.
So, yeah, it's pretty hard. I'm hitting pretty hard.
That would deal, take you down to 4 health. Ouch. As, this strange, almost trident-like weapon stabs up into you and rips into what would really be fabric, but is actually your, skin and organs. In a not-so-pleasant fashion, as you take a gashing, large wound across you of slashing damage. Let me see. Real quick, Runt, how does Disarm work in Pathfinder?
That would be a combat maneuver, and if he does not have the disarm feat, he takes an attack of opportunity.
Sorry, gentlemen, but I'll have to get off.
Alright.
All right.
So I leave the best person in charge to go after my character.
Alright. I'll take control of Asch and his character. Timing seems to be not too great for everyone today. It's alright. Oh well, we press onwards. We press onwards. As he does that, and his turn comes to a close. He doesn't attempt this action because I don't believe he even has the chance to, as it becomes Runt's turn.
Yes, and as such, Runt, seeing that this talking chair, or this talking stump, as he would think, trouble. Is he not? Give me one moment. I do have that. I forgot to mark it. So Runt will choose for instead of casting his other prepared spell, aiming right here, he will cast Summon Nature's Ally. And he will summon
Alright.
poisonous frogs. And those frogs are going to immediately take their action to attack the one that's not attack the one that is not entangled.
Is there a number of them that you summon?
At first level, I believe. No, it's they get more as more swarms start coming later on. So right now
Alright.
it's just the one frog.
Alright, so we have
Um,
one poison frog here.
Yes, and he is going to make a bite attack against this guy, which is a d20 plus 2. I don't know if that would hit.
Does he 11?
An 11 would not actually.
This guy hasn't. I'm not going to fish for that. That's fine. In that case, if he does not hit, he will disappear on the start of my next turn because he lasts for a round. And Runt, since he's not in immediate melee, will move over to here. And Gobbles, since he goes after, or he goes on my turn as well.
Yes.
He will 5, 10. How much movement does he have? Yeah, he has plenty of movement. Do this. Oh.
He's gonna spit poison at him.
Nope, Gobbles is going to move. It's 5, 10. Move to where Runt was, within 30 feet of the guy that the other frog just attacked. Alright, let me do this.
It's 25, so you have another 5 feet.
Yeah, no, that's where as far as he's going. And he's going to make a tongue attack. And what this will do is a range attack of 15 feet. That's Runt's tongue attack. And if this hits, it does no damage, but the target is grappled.
I will say a crit hits.
Damn.
Okay, so yeah, the target is grappled.
Which was the target again?
The same guy. The guy in the middle.
The one that, this one?
Yep. The target gains the grappled condition, and yeah, just waiting for those leeches to come into play.
Sadistic man.
And I guess he'll need to do an escape artist check against my CMD to get out.
All right, I think that's the end of your turn, right?
And Gobbles has
That
not
would
gained
be
the
the end of 18. He needs to do a certain check, but give me 1 second real quick.
Mhm.
So, I think I have an idea for Morasmus, but I don't exactly know what to do.
Right before his turn, and just after Runt's, these two giant creatures in the water begin to stir and move towards them.
Oh my god.
Let me double check.
Feeding them to the leeches.
20-foot swim, so this one was right here. 1, 2, 4. This one's under the bridge here. The other one was, like, really close already, so it definitely gets in range. And, actually, no, this one comes over here. It smells blood in the water. It's going after the already wounded gentleman.
Oh, you forgot to add them to the turn order, I gotcha.
Oh, yeah, because they were, well, one of them was still in the GM lair. And this one makes a... It does not hit. He's able to slap it away back into the water. The other one actually did manage to get up close to him, actually, because of the 20 foot. So there's another attack. That one does hit. And this one attaches to him, and you look over and see as he falls under the water, and just like a pool of blood rises to the surface.
Ooh.
Graphic.
So, the scene from Peter Jackson's King Kong?
Basically.
Yes.
As this creature is now presumably occupied. And it is now actually the turn of the gentleman who was entangled by you with the tongue from Gobbles. And he needs to make a certain save. What was it again?
He needs to make
Strength.
an escape artist or a strength check against Gobble's CMD.
Alright, so he is going to make a strength check because he doesn't... Okay, I'm going to assume... He breaks out.
But
That would be his action, I would assume, right?
I would assume.
He spends his turn going through this rough terrain to climb back up onto the log.
So what he doesn't realize is to attack of opportunity from my dog. Because it's still next to him. The one I summoned.
Yep, it will take an attack of opportunity. Go ahead and roll that.
Oh my
I'm
lord.
going to consider him flat-footed because he's in the water. That is a 220. Yeah, it does manage to take a hit on him.
Okay, the
Roll
damage. The damage is damage.
Here, I have the
one
sheet
point of
for
damage. 1 point of damage, but he needs to make a con save. No, a fortitude save.
Oh my god.
Fortitude save.
I want to get to my turn, damn it!
You'll get it. You'll get it. Antonio is going to make his fortitude save here real quick. It is that.
He fails.
Oh, he does? And what does that cause on him?
1d2 con damage for a round for round.
What the fuck?
2 con damage?
No, it doesn't take effect. It'll start next round, but he's poisoned.
Okay.
I didn't mean to roll that. All
Are
right.
you good? Damn.
All right, Morasmus. It is your turn.
Finally. All right. So Morasmus, with his blind sense and able, like, the motions throughout the water, he's able to pick up on that. He's going to go ahead and slither on out. He has enough movement, 15 movements. He's the speediest little lad. He's going to get on top of this stump, so that way he's nice and I almost said vulnerable, which is also true. He's going to go ahead and, in common, he's going to yell at these people. All right, we're giving you the chance to surrender. Otherwise, well, prepare to accept your fate. And of course, they're going to say, what the hell is that? Is that a slime with a top hat saying that? But that's not the thing that Morasmus only does. As he goes ahead and, to aid in his intimidation methods, he goes ahead and leans back and blasts a roaring fire up into the air, just kind of like a flamethrower. As he goes ahead and wants to use that for his to aid his intimidation.
Yeah, all right. Roll an intimidation +5.
Okay, I have a +12 right now to my intimidation. Let's see how this goes. That's with a +5 now, so that's a 20.
That's a 20. You can promptly see... Well, what you see is, the one in the swamp, Gerald, is currently so occupied by all this shit grabbing it, but it looks like he wants to get the fuck away, and Antonio is just like, holding where he got bit by the frog, just like, you know what? I feel a little bit sick. I'm fine to bolt, and starts looking like he wants to leave.
Fucking flamethrower. And that is all Morasmus can do right now, as he's trying to intimidate them.
Alright, as he has had to leave, I am going to say that Asch would go along with your ploy, and he would basically take cover behind one of Chaise's supposed relatives here, but otherwise he's not going to do any attack or anything, as he watches. Gerald is still entangled.
Yeah,
That
Runt
is a strength check, right?
Strength or escape artist.
Is
They
Runt
do
out for
not have
blood, or is he gonna let him escape?
Runt was not told he can't understand what y'all are saying.
Oh,
And this is close to his home, so
oh yeah, that's fair. Never mind.
He is just going to do. He does not have escape artist, so he's
He
going to
passes.
break free.
that breaks,
And
it's not considered difficult terrain on top of what it already is.
He's leaving, and presumably, unless you guys are hunting them down, what are you doing, Chaise?
Well, since everybody's interested in hunting them down, I might as well give chase, hobbling along whilst bleeding profusely.
Yes!
Morasmus is going to yell, wait, in bestial. Wait, they're fleeing. We got 2 of them. Don't need to spill blood.
No, they too close to my home.
But I crave vengeance, and they've been endangering my parents.
Oh my goodness.
If they're in the swamp, they're way too close to my home. Ain't gonna happen.
Listen, I don't think they're going to come back to this swamp after they saw our little spectacle. I understand that it may seem like a threat, but at the same time, know that I'm very sure that, well, they have nothing to take here, considering it's filled with leeches and, well, chairs. Morasmus is trying to talk him out of it. I'm not going to roll diplomacy because
Yeah, it's between characters. You guys have to decide between you.
Runt sees the logic and he understands. I will do this. I will roll a wisdom check.
Yep,
Would
a
you like me to
self-imposed
roll-
check to see what you decide to do.
I will roll wisdom because Runt's mentality is okay. Have we heard rumors of humans on the island?
You have heard very vague tales of things going on very far out, but here's the thing. Most of the bestial races within the bog don't tend to talk to each other much. So these are very scant and, like, almost disbelievable stories.
Okay, so Runt's thought process of if he was out exploring and he was run off, he would go and get more numbers and come back. Because that's how his mentality works. If that makes sense.
No, I understand. Don't worry. Morasmus was kind of showing, like, yeah, they may come back with more numbers, but what are they going to take here? It's a bog. Like, humans can't live in bogs. It would be like they don't,
Massachusetts!
Okay, so
Florida!
I'm interested to see how this plays out. High low.
I will take hold on, that is up for Morasmus to say. He'll take a high.
Okay. Now I have a modifier of +4.
Okay.
Shall we consider 14 low, everything higher high?
If you want, I'm willing to do that.
I'll give you guys an arbitrary DC 14 if you'd like.
That's fine.
I have like 8 I have 8 diplomacy, but in character, but out of character. This is out of character, like, thingy.
You know what? I like that idea. Roll off wisdom versus diplomacy.
Yeah, okay.
Alright, yeah, if you guys agree to it, I'm fine with that.
I'm fine with that.
Let's see. What?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That was just.
That's fine. No, this is fine.
The ooze just built different.
Built different, built stupid.
Listen, my dearest companion. Trust me, they will not find worth of these lands as much as you do, my dearest companion. For we shall take the glory upon these lands and take the riches that they shall be not able to see.
All right. So I'm assuming Runt is relatively convinced at this point.
Runt is really convinced.
You have yet to per se convince Chaise though.
Oh.
Because that's still up to Meg.
That's fine. Yeah, Morasmus will turn. And Chaise, well, I mean, if you leave, then who is to go ahead and defend your family? What is to happen of them?
You speak the truth, Jello Man.
Gentlemen,
Quote of the session! Quote of the session!
Gentlemen, Runt's gonna stick with that name from now on.
You speak the truth, gentlemen. I love it. And yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah. If that is the end of combat.
Yeah, assuming you guys don't suddenly have a change of heart, they run the fuck away. The two corpses are left, which you can feast. Well, actually, one of them is already being eaten by the leeches. But the other one of Cromwell is lying on the tree branch, and yeah. The two humans that vaguely you recall Morasmus as maybe like Tony or something and Gerald run the fuck away.
Very good, very good.
One of them looking very ill and vomiting a little bit on the way. You hear a retching sound, but that's none of your business anymore.
I'm all fun of rolling some checks to see if he ever saves.
Yeah, see if he passes the contract or dies.
Because it's once a round for 6 rounds.
Alright, so he needs to do how many of what save?
Until he saves, it's fortitude save.
He's done.
Fail.
Phil.
Pass.
So he takes
alright, so
he takes 2d2 because he's failed twice.
At max, he takes 4 damage. He's maybe at half health.
Oh.
Jesus.
Alright, you have these corpses. You have the corpse of the currently blood-drained dapper gentleman in the swamp bog water, and the now headless spear-wielding gentleman lying on the bridge.
My dearest friends, I believe if we should go ahead and collect these, possibly for, well, our own nourishment, or see what goodies they have on them.
No, we taking them back to the tribe. They need to know about this. We need to start preparing.
Very well, understandable.
Yes, we must mobilize the forces. The more, the merrier.
Yes, the chair force.
Chair Force 1.
Chair Force 1, yeah.
That's good. But yeah, Runt is going to pull the body out of the water with leech attached.
Yep.
All
right, so you pull this body. Actually, make a strength check for me. I want to see how well the goblin can pull out the. Oh no! You try and pull him out, and you fall face first into the water.
I think I'm going in.
The leeches are luckily too preoccupied by the thing that's already profusely bleeding, and you can squabble out. But you are now drenched even more than you were before.
Don't worry, my dear friend. Allow me to assist, as he's going to try and, tug little bits and pieces here and there with his mage hand, not wanting to accidentally digest the man.
I will say, for the sake of simplicity, that you can voluntarily choose whether or not your form is digested.
I can digest? Okay, I'll assist by rolling strength if you'd like.
Have the thing in your body.
Okay, yeah, Morasmus
goes into his chest and just begins dragging him out.
I just imagine you're just like, don't worry, I can take care of this. Oh, he has a nice suit. You just go inside of his mouth, take his entire body, and just puppet it out of the water.
Oh, that's setting a precedent. Uh-oh.
And then as soon as you get onto the shoreline, you collapse and are barfed out by the dead corpse.
Interesting, man.
I imagine he would be able to. So you've seen how bacteria eat other bacteria, right? They just flip it up. I imagine that's how he carries stuff around. Just.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yes.
So this more well-dressed gentleman is up here on the rock. He is he looks like a balloon that's deflated to a point.
Oh.
Because giant leeches don't fuck around. But he is now up here, and I'm assuming one of you slaps the giant leech back into the water, and it squabbles off.
I have a thing Morasmus wants to do. He goes ahead and sees Back away then. He's going to go ahead and grab the leech with his mage hand. He's just gonna eat it.
You have an engulfed leech flying above. I am going.
Flopping.
All right, you are attempting to grab this thing and eat it. It suddenly senses danger. I am giving it like a. So what? We're gonna do like an opposed strength check with a leech to see if it can wiggle its way out.
I'm willing to do that.
Actually, considering it's a slimy leech, I'll let it use its dex, which is 1 point better.
Okay. 17.
So, yeah, you win. It really tries to wiggle out, and it gives your mage hand a run for its money, but you're just like, no. And,
come here. You're being consumed.
And I just imagine this leech like slips underneath your mustache and disappears.
It becomes the mustache. That's all its mustache is leeches.
Everyone else notices a little bit of blood stained to the mustache that Morasmus can't see. I mean, to be fair, you technically can't see at all.
He does have blind sense, but he can't read or sense
you have a fancy form of vision that isn't vision.
Remembering Runt cleaning him off after he got out of the water, he's not going to see anything.
Oh, delicious. Well, if anybody isn't going to do anything, would it be alright if Morasmus checked out the Mr. Fancy Man, considering he fits his archetype?
Yeah, you can look him over. Is there a searcher, an equivalent kind of skill in this system?
I believe
it's been so long since I've done anything related to 3.5.
I mean, you can add a skill to it. You can always add skills.
Fair.
Yeah.
I'm not going to necessarily do that yet.
But I think it would either be perception or just whatever you want for them to find.
Mm-hmm. I wish to use fly.
Oh, shit.
Natural 20. He just gets on the corpse, starts levitating.
Oh yeah, I forgot that you have fly as a skill for some bloody reason.
Why do I though? I don't get
it. I don't know, but it might be funny later on.
Nice spell.
Floating cube.
Oh my god. Yeah, just roll perception for me. We'll do that.
Will do. I'm not sure if there's any pluses or minuses for perception or for blind sense, but
nah, we'll just do it as a raw.
No worries. 10 flat.
Yeah, you got 10 flat. All right, so you look this guy over. Other than the fact that he's basically deflated and is quite obviously dead, with a giant gash in his chest from the longsword of a certain chair who's been fantasizing about their family, we have a gentleman wearing a bunch of rather more dapper clothing. Like, you can... Actually, I would like you to give me a knowledge nobility check.
I have that proficiently! Yes! The one time! I never thought I'd get to use this skill. Yeah!
You do it session 1.
5! Oof. He doesn't know.
These clothes are pretty.
Yes.
He has some pretty well-dressed clothes that look out of whatever. He also has this long trident-ish thing. You don't even know, it's like a fork or something. What the fuck ever. Chaise can attest that it hurt a shit ton. You look over all of his other stuff on him, and he doesn't really seem to have anything of note. There aren't like any notes on him or anything until you check the last pocket, his right side rear pocket, and you find a small piece of paper, and you can't read.
I was going to go ahead and say, and Morasmus picks it up with Mage Hand. It's just like, a note! And he begins staring at it for a solid minute, and then he turns over to the other two. I can't read.
And funnily enough, neither of the two who are remaining here can actually read it because it is in regular common. But I will say, for the sake of brevity, that Asch comes over and takes the note and reads it out loud to you. He basically informs you that this is a wanted poster with this man's face on it.
Oh.
Oh, wait. So the fancy boy.
Wanted.
They were the bad guys.
They've been weighed, they've been measured, but they've been left wanted.
Ah,
Something in the bog croaks in pun.
Maybe their kin wants them back. Maybe they're missing.
oh well.
Asch then explains that it says dead or alive.
Considering,
Well, what
yeah,
if they found their family dead and wanted to have the bodies to bury them? Put them in the swamp.
how much is the bounty there? Right, actually, yeah, no. Morasmus would say, "Is there a number at the bottom?"
Asch informs you of a relatively, like, do me a, you don't have any, like, common culture kind of knowledge, do you?
I would just. I mean, I was going off of his intelligence of 12.
Or like economics and whatnot.
His
Something that makes
economics.
sense.
Engineering, nobility, profession. I have appraise. I have appraise.
Alright, go ahead and do a praise.
Yeah.
Because that is actually quite fitting for this.
15.
A 15? You can tell that this is a bounty befitting a, pretty bare-bones criminal. Like, he's probably like some highway bandit or something.
Ah, dearest friends, this man is about 45 schmeckles.
Yeah, he probably comes in at like a grand total of maybe 100 gold pieces max.
What's a smeckle?
It's close to a rumbumbulus.
What's that?
Oh, you'll figure it out. These humans like their numbers.
What's on the other guy? I'm gonna start looking over that other guy.
Well, minus the fact that he's missing a head, you can go ahead and do a perception for me.
I will take 10 because it's, the modifier.
Yeah. Yeah, so you're just gonna assume a roll of a 10.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do that.
Alright. You look over this guy, it takes a little while, but in the end you do eventually find a similar piece of paper. You hand it off to Asch, and it is actually not a wanted poster he mentions. He mentions it says the following. It looks like a short, like, journal entry of some sort, written very, very, rushedly. Like, this guy doesn't seem to have good penmanship. But he's just talking about how, God damn it, why did they have to let this... Like, he's basically, like, apologizing for stealing some cows or something and getting them run out of a village. And that's basically all he's ranting about. He's like, God damn it, I wish I didn't take them goddamn fucking cows. It's like a half-hearted apology.
I got a question.
Yeah?
What's a cow?
Oh, it's
This is fitting because we've been in the swamp all his life.
Hold on. I think they have wings. Yes.
Hold on. I'm gonna do this fun. It's probably something they probably refer to it as something else in his culture.
I'm gonna do a nature check as well to see if I can contribute to this conversation.
Yeah, let's see if the chair knows about it. No,
Nope.
I think they're purple.
I'm just gonna take everything he says as gospel.
Yeah, Runt, what you know about cows is that from the sounds of the letter and how it's phrased, they probably are beaten in some way, shape, or form. So all you can tell is that they're livestock of a sort.
Gotcha. Yeah, okay.
So the basic gist that you guys know is that these guys were not nice people per se, or at least were among their own society disliked. The one in the dapper suit has the only bounty amongst them, but it's generally that of a common, like, highwayman. And apparently they stole some livestock and were run out of their hometown. Which, you may recall the conversation earlier about one of them bitching at the other one for just wanting to eat or something.
Right. Still, I think the chief should know about this. Maybe we should get some of the other swamp folk in on this. This is mighty bad. Got these here longshanks coming in like this.
Hey, Runt. Roll perception for me real quick.
Do you want this?
Do it. Okay, good. As you're saying this and saying aloud, you see Morasmus has been sitting on the guy's hand for an awfully long time.
What you doing there, buddy?
Nothing.
See, we need these things.
Very well. As he slides away, and there is no longer a hand, but rather a stump.
What the hell?
I was hungry.
Then you just need a leech.
Yes. I was having second lunch.
Oh, gotcha.
You hear some strange, wistful noises throughout the bog. As the weather seems to have shifted slightly, and you can see oncoming storm clouds off in the distance to the west.
Yeah, it's gonna get bad here soon enough. You don't want to be in the swamp when the weather comes.
Very well then. Chaise, what should we do about your family?
Could send some of my
dear.
kid down here. Pick them up
Yeah.
later.
It's a big conundrum. How do I move my family to a safer environment?
You don't need to move us, we're alright.
I quite like it here.
Are you sure? Can you fend for yourself?
Yeah, I'm fine.
I'm built like firewood.
All right. But before I go, and I go to one of the smaller chairs over there. My dearest brother, I entrust you with this. And I vomit out a fucking... This is just for theatrical purposes, my dagger to him. You must
Cherish
defend
this
the
with my
tribe.
life, sister.
Yes. And now I shall take my leave.
Oh.
Just like a single tear dripping down the chair's cheek.
Morasmus used prestidigitation.
Looking over. Who's she talking to?
I don't know, my dearest friend.
Hello, little Tommy. As
actually
H wanders off and just follows along Chaise.
I need to roll a willpower to see if Morasmus pulls a devious lick real quick. So as Chaise continues on her way, he goes ahead and upon passing the dagger, he goes ahead and casts prestidigitation to put a blood stain on it, on the blade. Yes. And then continues on the way, so that way if she comes back, it's just wait, he actually killed someone? We defended his family.
Gobbles, come here real quick. Let me put these bodies on. Go. And we'll put the two core gobbles since none of them can carry them.
Alrighty, so you guys are gonna be wandering back through the bog towards where?
I'm taking it to my kinfolk.
Alright, you're heading back to your home village of Frogbelt.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm assuming the rest of you are following along as well.
Yeah,
Yes.
if the weather gets bad, Morasmus is pulling out his parasol.
Yeah, eventually the clouds start to catch up a little bit and it starts to rain a little bit. But you guys aren't in the heart of the storm. The travel back to your hometown is a notable little ways. It doesn't seem like much on the map here. But it is a...
You had mentioned I was 5 kilometers away. So it's a travel. more than 5 kilometers away.
It's about 10 kilometers away.
Yeah.
So, it'll take a few hours.
So anyway,
especially considering Morasmus moves at half normal speed.
It's true.
Yeah. So anyway, I come out here all the time. Over there is where and just start telling them stories of how different kind of plants he's found, weird animals. And this one time, my cousin Benny, man, he didn't make it too long out here.
Oh.
Oh, look there, that whirlybird went over. It's a helicopter, Ellis.
This one time, my buddy Keith and I, we went down swimming, right? Boy, there's a big crocodile down there. He lost his arm that day.
Morasmus
With a stump.
Morasmus is gonna pull out his compass just to fucking see what direction we're going.
What's that?
I don't know. I found it on a corpse that I ate.
Oh, you don't need that.
It says the arrow is pointing left. Does that mean we go that way?
Can you even see where it's pointing?
My God, you're right.
You.
That's all right.
I mean-
All right. I will cast no direction, and I can discern where north. I'll cast it on him so he can discern where north is.
Now I'd like to flavor this as Morasmus is like his top hat, like, you know, gets engulfed, and on top of him is a compass. Like his slime morphs into like a compass arrow.
Yeah, you can tell that you are basically just venturing dead south.
That way is pointing is inland. You don't want to go up there.
Very well then. Perhaps
Too much swamp.
Very nice. As Morasmus, who I've realized a lot of my gear I was going to roleplay with is kind of ruined now because Morasmus, he pulls out his spell book and he begins writing into it. He doesn't know. He can't read. He's just like, yes, trying to document notes.
You see a spell book. It is filled with incomprehensible scribbles.
Yes.
I see. What's that one right there?
This one right here. This is it is from my journeys. I've learned something called acid splash. I
know that one. Oh wait, no, I can. No, it's awesome. I can make a froggy here go eat Will with acid.
What is acid splash?
Let me demonstrate. As Morasmus, he goes. I'm assuming like sees some flies or like we're in the swamp, so it wouldn't be a squirrel, maybe a frog. Or no, wait, no. Be a cricket. Be a cricket. He's gonna go ahead and try and cast acid splash. Which for 1 damage, I need to roll its ranged attack. Nat 20.
Oh.
Wasted. Okay, so it just he's just like, yes, it goes like this. As he spits at a cricket on like a leaf, and before it's able to jump, it's just
You just spit. That's all you did.
Very useful. Very handy.
That's not much of a splash, more of an acid spit.
Aha. I'll go ahead and write that in my notes as he continues writing. Just fucking
Yet even you're just slowly making the scribbles darker.
just like, yes.
So,
so as you are wandering along, I would like the party. Who's at the forefront of the party? I would assume that mostly Runt is leading you guys because he knows where he's going.
Mm-hmm.
He's traveled through and far the swamp, so he knows
All right.
every tree.
So I would like you to run a perception check for me.
This is going to be the one time I get a natural one.
All right, perception check, right? Okay.
It's mostly just Runt, and he's fine. Yeah.
Okay.
I know these swamps.
As you move along, you're like, you notice some movement off in the distance, and you remember where you are in the swamp right now on the way back, and your first instinct is to make yourselves readily known.
This here is Runt traveling with a chair and a Jello man, as well as a lizard boy.
He's just at the back, actually writing in his thick, incomprehensible language and jotting down notes, unlike Morasmus, who's jotting down, like, scribbles.
Like, yes, it is a masterpiece, as he, like, shows Chase Long. It's just a smiley face.
It's a badly done smiley face at that.
Yeah.
Alright, so as you proceed along, give me just 1 second here, you notice a group of figures up ahead. But the one person who does recognize what these are is Runt. And I'm gonna just shoot you a DM real quick.
All right.
You see, Chase, this is supposed to represent artistic beauty. It was truly a piece of the soul. As he adds like a L for like a nose, just like I've done it. I've achieved masterpiece.
All right,
Yes.
I've shot a message to Runt real quick, and he can act on that as he sees fit.
A bit crude, but I admire your enthusiasm.
Oh, hush now.
And
It is it is my best work so far. Watch, I'm learning.
How many figures?
Uh,
Or that's in the it's okay. So I see them. Anyone notable that I would know? Or
you do
have
not
heard.
recognize any of them per se.
Oh, don't mind us here. We just going home. And I'm gonna try to get the chief to get everyone together. There's a situation that happened, and Gobbles, come up here. And Gobbles approaching. These here the Longshanks. They come out of the woods.
What? One of the figures slowly approaches you. He's sort of like moving in like short bursts. It looks almost like he's hopping along. And as they slowly get closer, you can see the following figures. Once I find a good image, god damn it. You see a group of toad-headed humanoid figures about the height, slightly taller than Runt actually, emerging, and there's about a good 8 of them in the area. If you want to do like a local history check, like a knowledge local, you can do so if you have it. I believe you don't have to have a skill to roll it, it just helps, right?
Some skills you do, but
Yeah.
again, if you want to
In this circumstance, actually, I'm gonna roll that you can give it a shot at least. So if you want to, you can on your sheet it would be knowledge and in parentheses local.
is that for everyone?
For your knowledge, yeah, and you
Alright.
I'm
Runt,
fine.
you already know what they are.
Oh,
So I'm gonna
Oh,
make a
well.
local knowledge check.
Yes.
no.
I know.
Neither of you have ever heard of these things before. They are strange humanoids that look toady or froggy. You can't tell their heads are like gobbles here, but they're walking on 2 legs and they're carrying weapons. They're sort of weird. And the one approaching comes out of the dark of this area as night has actually dropped at this point. And the thing that you know about the local boggards is what they are, Runt, is that they are very jumpy. Haha,
Now,
knee slapper. But
No.
they are also prone to like attacking if you don't like announce yourself ahead of time, which is why you
Right.
felt that instinct earlier.
Now, I'm going to speak real slow like and calm. You let your leader know there might be big bads coming through the swamp. I will talk to the chief of the goblins to let them know to get a hold of everyone.
Joe, why is he talking so slow to us? I think he thinks we're dumb. Yeah, you can stop with the slow act now!
I just don't want to make y'all jumpy. That's
We
why.
know you're here!
Mage?
Oh, God damn it. We know you're here! A rat man just runs across the screen for half a moment. Alright, that's it.
All right, we just passing through, but I feel like y'all should know about this in case y'all get some visitors.
There's a good reason for this. Alright, we'll let the chieftain know. You move along now. They, like, scuttle to both sides of you. Like, they're not like right next to you, but the path that you're going along, they were along it. They just split off on both sides and seem to vanish into the darkness of the area and the water of the bog, because they can swim very well. And they have supreme amounts of stealth in swamps.
Yeah, so them bogger
Add 6 to that. Actually,
Yeah,
no,
so-
add 7 to that.
as we go. Yeah, those boggards.
Oh.
They's like frogs, but they's not. But we friendly with them, so that's why I did all that when I was walking through. That way they don't kill us, because they kill us right dead. I've seen that fall.
I'm glad they didn't kill us.
Excellent diplomacy skills.
As you
What's
move
that?
along, you hear a sudden, like, croaking screech sound, and the sounds of something else screaming in agony behind you.
That's what I mean right there. See, they didn't let them know.
Oh.
And, yeah, you make, good contact with the boggards. As you move along, you are still about, like, half an hour from home. And as you get to this point, the storm has slowly started to settle in. Are you going to try and push through the last half hour or so, or are you going to take shelter?
Do I know how bad I want to do a nature check to see how bad the storm's going to be.
Yep. See if you can intuitively understand. Yeah, you're under the impression from that check that the storm that is coming in isn't anything abnormally huge, but it's certainly not anything to like sniff at. It could be, you could make an argument either way. It's really sort of a coin flip to you.
I'll look at Gobbles. What do you think, Gobbles? Should we push it?
Gobbles croaks.
I see. All right, we go stop here tonight. It's gonna be a bad one.
Very well then. Perhaps we shall set up a spot. Morasmus goes ahead and just face first into the nearest swampy stuff.
Morasmus jumps into the swamp water. Morasmus gives zero shits about any of this because you're basically immune to the water effects anyway.
He's an ooze.
And,
Run to God. Any boggard folk around here? Wait.
you can only hear the sound of the rain.
Right. Okay.
So you guys camp out to try and wait out the storm. And this actually takes a good while, to such a point that let's see, what are short rests again in Pathfinder?
I will look at
There. I don't think there is.
resting. It equal to their 8. Oh yeah, if this would not be considered a short rest
would have
unless
to
it's
be-
8 hours.
So there is no equivalent of short rest. It's
Yeah,
just take.
there is only basically long rests. So yeah, you guys hobble up a little bit. You don't really have enough time to adequately deal with Chaise's wounds because you can patch them up per se with like local plant life and whatnot. It wouldn't do enough to really heal up.
Can I make a heal check to at least make sure it doesn't get infected or?
Oh yeah, you can go ahead and make sure that it's properly stabilized. Yeah, you're fine. You're fine. With
Cool. It should be fine. Once we get back to town, the shamans could be able to help you up.
That is very, very kind of you.
Yeah, you ate that dude's head like it was nothing. You beat Gobbles to it. Gobbles quit. He's always first to dinner.
Gobbles croaks sadly.
Oh no! I've earned the jealousy of the frog.
You in competition now. You gotta keep your eye out.
Yeah. All right. So, you guys, is there anything in particular you want to do while you're waiting out the storm? You're like basically hunkered under a really sizable tree that covers the majority of the rain. You're still getting a little bit drenched, but that's to be expected in the bog in the middle of a storm. But you can hold out, and you don't need to make A checks or anything to make sure that you're doing stuff right.
Runt is going to flip his wolf skull mask down, take his leaf cape, turn it around to be like a little umbrella, go to the edge of the swamp, pull out his fishing pole, and start fishing.
Fishing in the middle of a storm.
Yeah, good fish like storm, they buy all the time.
So Morasmus, he, to him, he's going ahead and pulling out his. Yes, I'm going to go ahead and enjoy some downtime with some solitaire. Yes, of course. As
what Chaise does. Oh yeah.
Is he? To everyone else, he is just placing down random cards
in random piles.
Like, yes, Jenga.
What? I'm scaring the fish.
Yeah. Chaise basically floofs up, so starts like growing like a fur, basically trying to emulate what she saw in those in what is essentially what she saw in those tomes about like the fluffy chairs. So
she becomes fluffy chair. And is now a fluffy chair in the middle of a bog during a storm, sitting inconspicuously underneath a tree.
Yes, let me help you, dear friend, as Morasmus casts prestidigitation on her to, clean her up and make her all clean, even though it within like 5 seconds, it just goes back to normal, matted down. Just,
yeah.
So Chaise, you pull things out of your mouth. Well, you got it in there.
I got quite a bit of things, even though I know that I have the talents to turn into many things. I have quite some things. So, I pull out flint and steel.
What's that?
I actually have no idea how to use it. I just have it with me.
That's pretty cool.
And oh, look!
So she pulls out the healer's kit, but she has no idea how to use the healer's kit.
Oh, I know what that is. It's what you do when, I don't know. Let's try and look smart.
It's to look smart.
Yeah, that's what it does.
Nito Dorito.
Well, that is quite smart. Fancy lingo.
Oh yeah, and then she pulls out the book that started it all,
and this is my prized possession. I have found it when I ate upon a man. I found this. It is a book.
And then she opens it up, and it's basically just a magazine, an old-timey magazine of chairs.
Behold, true beauty.
It's a rather extensive furniture catalog for a sort of medieval-esque a service that catered really towards chair fanatics for some reason. Morasmus, all you can see is
Pages.
Nothing.
Pages, yeah.
What's all them scribbles say?
None of you, Morasmus can't read, and neither of you can read this language. That's the best part. So much of this, it's just like, what does that say? I don't know.
Ah, yes, I understand the language, but does it come in Braille?
Be that one.
Cauliflower.
She turns into that chair and like
Do it again.
Just like I imagine you two are occupying your time by him randomly pointing to chairs and you swapping into them.
Yes.
Yes, but here's the thing. It appears there might be more.
What?
More of those things out
What do you
there.
mean? What do you mean?
More chairs.
No.
Yes.
Oh my lord.
A bucket. No, there's more. It contains a bucket.
At this point, it completely forgotten he's fishing.
Yeah, so Morasmus, as you're doing your card game, you like eventually get like these like pulsing sensations from over near his fishing pole that it's grabbed something, but as of right now, Runt is like looking at Chaise and like going like this chair, that chair.
Morasmus goes ahead and he's gonna go ahead and mage hand the fish if possible, and then just try and sneak it.
You attempt to like grab this thing and you pull on it. It doesn't really pull too very hard. What kind of bait did you use? Runt.
Beetle.
A beetle? Alright. You yoink out this fishing rod. And this strangely colorful fish flies out. Lands on the side and what did you want to do?
I was going to have it flavored where Morasmus, it's still like attached to the line and stuff like that. But what happens is that after a while, yeah. So what happens is that after a while, Runt turns back his attention to the fishing rod, and he finds that Morasmus is kind of just sucking on it like a spaghetti string.
What'd you do that for?
I was hungry.
That's why I'm catching fish. Wait, you ate my fish, didn't you?
I was hungry. Yes, third lunch.
Where's my bait?
I don't have any bait.
Shit.
So I just imagine Morasmus spits up the skeletal part of this fish.
Yeah.
And Runt, would you do a nature check for me? Yeah, this thing is deadly poisonous.
Huh. I see what you did there. You shouldn't have done that.
Where's that?
That's one of those rainbow killers.
Oh, tasted delicious to me.
That's poisonous.
I don't feel anything wrong with me.
Just even the bones that are bad. Don't touch it.
Throw
it back in the water.
Yeah.
I don't want goblins eating it.
The bones are just lying on the ground there. Morasmus has eaten the rest of it. You know that this thing is like, if you take a bite of it, you're basically dead. And Morasmus is just sitting there goopy and nothing's happened to him. Other than he's had a meal.
He had a meal.
You weird fella.
Has he had experience with other like slimes or gelatinous cubes that he can roll like what would it be, a dungeon?
In this bog area? No, actually.
Okay.
You are a new sight to Runt and Chaise both.
Very good then. I do have quite the idea though. Hand me that. What do you call it? As he heads over to the stick, he's going to cast Prestidigitation to like try and add something to it that draws attention to the fish. Either like a make it like look shiny. Or,
Nah, I'm all out of bait, but I'll tell you what. You know what noodling is?
I do not know.
He sticks his arm in the water.
Oh. Wait, I have an idea,
Hey.
my friend.
Run! Nope. Run! Roll a
good
con
one.
check for me.
Yes.
Oh no! Oh no!
Runt. You take this much damage from a fish that finds you very delicious. As
Okay,
you
roll strength.
retract your arm, and this piranha-like creature has taken a huge chunk out of like your upper, like your forearm, actually.
Oh no.
Is the fish still there?
Yeah, the fish is latched on.
This noodling.
Can I use bite to get the noodling off?
Fish bites goblin. Chair bites fish. Yes.
All right, I'm gonna do it.
It is held stationary. You bite it off, and the back half of the fish has been munched off, and the front half of the fish is still latched on to Runt.
Okay.
Huh. Weird.
At this point, Runt, you no longer feel any pain from it.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's still latched. Is it still squirming a little bit?
Nope. It's just latched on, like hard as possible.
Now see, watch. Here's the trick. He takes his hand, puts it into the hole, and opens it like a puppet.
You may now add fish puppet to your inventory.
What?
It is like basically a stereotypical chopped off fish head that is no longer alive, but you can put your hand in it and make it move its mouth. That is all this thing is.
Let's see what else I get. Back in the water.
You put your arm back in.
I put the other arm.
You put the other arm in. Roll another con check for me.
Let's give it the good old wiggle waggle.
You do a little bit better. The next thing that bites onto you, only takes 1 hit point from you. And as you pull it out, it is actually a rather long and, as you know, somewhat delicious eel.
That's good eating right here. Runt will actually take the time and look at those two. Don't y'all touch it now. I gotta prepare this.
I already had some. Do not worry.
He'll try to find like a rock or something flat so he can start preparing.
He's gonna bash its head against a rock.
No, he's gonna. First thing he's gonna do is he's gonna hold it up, take his staff, and just smack the heck out of it.
I would like all
deprive you
involved.
of the hunt.
I would like all of you to very kindly roll a perception check for me.
Okay.
I hope it's not electric.
Oh no!
Runt knows it isn't electric. Yeah, Runt is the only person paying attention for some reason. As I imagine Chaise gets preoccupied turning into more chairs. And Morasmus gets preoccupied playing Yahtzee or whatever the fuck with your cards.
Jenga.
Yeah. And Runt, your gut drops. As you know this feeling. You turn to the side, and you see coming out of a larger section of water a very frightening shape.
Which area?
Give me a second. Let's see if I have something good for this. Alright, I'm just trying to find an appropriate image to represent it.
While you're doing this, with that gut feeling, can I do a nature check to see if I stumbled on a den of someone or something?
To see if you can what?
If we stumbled in the territory of something we shouldn't have.
I will say you don't even need to. Because you turn and you see this.
What? What?
As a large three-headed hydra emerges from the water, disturbed by the storm.
We need to get now. Runt will toss the fish towards it, try to distract it.
You notice one of the heads somehow instinctually just grabs it out of the air. Asch and little Tommy are already running.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, this is good for my run speed.
What is my run speed? I have to see.
You have
it.
a 30. You have a 30 speed.
30, yeah.
That's your base speed, so a run would be more like 60, because you can use... In combat, technically, you can use both of your actions to sprint. But, this thing, as Runt notices it, doesn't particularly seem to care about you, but you're still booking it anyway, assumedly.
Yeah, no, this thing, I ain't gonna deal with that. Not today.
One of
is
the
not
heads is
this
munching
day.
on the remainder of that nice eel, and you have a little tear run down your face because those things are really tasty. But it was a worthy sacrifice to not die. And the other two heads are looking up and around in like annoyance at the storm and the shifting water. Basically, is what you can gather from it. And it doesn't come after you at all. But it definitely wouldn't want you to stick around.
Yeah, that was the tri-terror.
Tri-terror.
Oh. I don't want to see that again.
No.
Hi.
I think
And with that like little runoff, you decide instead of holding off for the night that you're going to run the last little bit back towards this village, and we will end off as you enter at the very top the village of Toadbelt.
Yay!
I'm home.
God. All right, thank you very much, everyone, for joining us for the premiere session of the Monsters of Morgram Pathfinder. We have met some very interesting people and had some very interesting laughs. I do appreciate it.
I'm glad you guys liked it. This is my first Pathfinder campaign. I'm thoroughly enjoying it so far, and thank you guys for helping me out and giving me such a good time.
Of course,
Thank
dude.
you for being
It was
so
a lot of
sweet.
fun. Yeah.
This was fun. I like the inner monologue.
The just
Gentle
monologue
Ben.
with all the other chairs, the chair family, the
Yeah.
Charily.
Chamily.
I don't.
Yeah,
Alright.
of course.
Thank you, everyone. We're going to call it.